For everyone that works at a crypto company as a social media manager, let this be a warning to you. Don't ever celebrate April Fool's Day. And on top of that, don't ever, if you do celebrate April Fool's Day, make a joke on the company account stating that your protocol got hacked. Even if halfway through that message you say, oh, it's an April Fool's joke, just kidding. It's by far one of the worst things you could ever do. This comes from Hyperbridge, a project, I guess a bridging project. I've never even heard of it up until April Fool's Day 2 weeks ago. They did exactly that. So the social media manager, whoever it is, they went in their account, they made it look like there was an exploit, and essentially, everyone in the comments, of course, reacted and said, hey, this is a terrible idea. Mind you, that was the same day Drift got hacked. The same day. And Drift, of course, wasn't joking, and it turned out to be the 10th biggest hack in all of crypto. Now, obviously, when Hyperbridge tweeted that, they were fine. No, they hadn't been hacked. It was a joke. It was a terrible joke. And funny enough, Mert from the Solana ecosystem, he kind of went into the comments and said, hey, Grok, let's just make sure everyone knows Hyperbridge is insecure. They're known to make these terrible jokes, et cetera, et cetera. Obviously, I don't know how much research Mert had done into Hyperbridge to claim that it was insecure or anything like that. But lo and behold, just today, 14 days later, 12 to 13 days later, they actually got hacked. Now, the hack itself, I don't know how much money they lost necessarily, but it's worse than losing money. At least part of the hack is worse. So they have, I guess, multiple smart contracts on different chains. One of them is on Ethereum. And the smart contract in particular that they were able to get access to had the ability, or the hackers in this case, had the ability to infinitely mint Polkadot tokens on Ethereum. Right? So like this morning I wake up and I'm like seeing a bunch of messages on the timeline like, guys, Polkadot's been hacked. So the supply has been inflated by like, I don't know if it was like 1 million or 1 billion or something like that, some crazy amount. And obviously it turned out that people realized, oh shit, it's not Polkadot that got hacked. It's Hyperbridge that for whatever reason it had the ability to infinitely mint DOT tokens. Now, FYI, there are actually a lot of protocols out there, bridging protocols actually, that, the way bridging works in a nutshell is for the most part, you can mint tokens on one chain. You can burn tokens on one chain and mint them on another to effectively, make it look like they were bridged. Now, a lot of these bridging protocols have admin keys or multi-sigs, where obviously if you have control over them, then that is what allows the minting and the burning, right? We're not even going to get into all that stuff. Again, just the fact that these guys were crazy enough. And like, even if the social media manager is nuts enough to say, hey, let's just make a joke, even if it's in bad taste, it'll get people talking about us for a day, right? Just to get the attention, because it got them attention on April Fool's Day, right? How did not the rest of the team just say, guys, this is a terrible idea. Delete this shit now. Like, you know what I mean? I've made some pretty terrible jokes on the company account before. You can look in the history and you'll see it. Okay? But never like that. Because also, like, I don't need to explain it to you. You guys get it. But anyways, let this be a warning to all my friends. It's already hard enough to get a job in crypto, to get a job in general, I would say. Let's not make it harder on ourselves to keep it, if we do get one. See you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there. Talk soon, guys. Bye.